In Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, you assume the role of an Adeptus Astartes, a 9-foot-tall, genetically enhanced, psycho-conditioned super virgin. Astartes may be the name of the Phoenician goddess of fertility, but these ultramarine boys aren't fooling anyone. It's not our fault that we're virgins, however, because there are no females in the entire Imperium of Man. It's fine because it's literally in the name Imperium of Man. However, the lack of female characters is a really bold creative decision to make for a game released in 2024. How could modern audiences possibly be expected to play and enjoy a title that doesn't pander to every demographic and orientation on Earth? There's no way this game will be taken seriously by anyone. Oh well, never mind, we start the game on the hardest difficulty, Angel of Death, because we're a virgin after all, and in the opening cinematic we rip off Halo and then find ourselves on the planet of Kadaku, where the tutorial simultaneously teaches us the game mechanics and the origin story of COVID.
If you can hear me, I have the virus bomb.
We learn how to parry, punch a vegan, and figure out how to dodge unavoidable incoming damage. Then a big Zerg Ultralisk shows up and says, "Titus, dude, please don't give us all COVID." And we're like, "Bro, I promise we won't. It was just a bad joke. Please don't demonetize me." We get demonetized anyway and wake up in the private chambers of the Space Pope, which is weird because Titus is over 400 years old. He gives us our holy globules, and praise be to Space King, we can finally start playing the real game. It's time to speak to the captain for our first mission, and so we pass some other Ultramarine boys on the way, but we're all too embarrassed to make eye contact. We're on a battle barge now, and as you know, all good battle barges have a name. Saber Interactive called it the Resilient, but I decided to call this one Phallicus Gigantus. A dwarf from Deep Rock Galactic briefs us on the task at hand, and then we all sit awkwardly in the Thunderhawk as the squad and I wonder if we'll ever know the touch of a woman. We land and ask this guy if he's seen any females on this planet, but he says that he is in fact a woman, then immediately gets on her knees as we approach. Wow, how presumptuous. Thankfully this power armor protects our virginity, so we're not getting fooled by any agents of chaos that easily. We tell him to stop being so heretical lest we all get exterminated, and explain that there are literally no women in 40k, just ask Henry Cavill. On the way to the mission objective, we realize that the Zerg swarm has begun a massive invasion that needs to be stopped or this entire planet will be consumed. It would be the severest form of heresy against the God Emperor of mankind to let even just one world succumb to these Blizzard alien knockoffs, so it's time to practice some sick Space Marine karate with our combat knife, because this just became a melee only no-hit hard mode speedrun. We eventually meet up with some tiny humans who have an awesome tank and make the God Emperor of mankind proud by battling our way through more endless hordes of enemies. A Zerg Devourer from the StarCraft Brood War expansion tries to stop us, but we confidently engage because victory is guaranteed with wholesome teamwork, a can-do attitude, and the ridiculously sick, iconic Imperial weaponry of the 40k franchise. We valiantly press forward and prepare for a heroic last stand against impossible odds. Failure is not an option. We will defend this facility with our very lives and will welcome death's embrace in glorious battle rather than let a single Zergling breach this facility. Then the yellow marker points this way, so the boys and I bounce. As it turns out, we need to use these giant orbital cannons to clear a way back to the Phallicus Gigantus, because the Space Pope is bored and wants to spend more private time with us in his chambers. We perform some grim-dark sci-fi CrossFit exercises to fix the orbital cannons, but then these Zerg Mutalisk fucking bitch heads swarm the antennas, which kind of sucks because no antennas means no Wi-Fi on the battle barge. I'm not sure what we would watch on the internet in a universe without women, but we brutally massacre all the aliens anyway. We accomplish the mission on our first try. and the Space Pope is really happy to see us. He keeps us quiet about what happened earlier by bribing us with an epic power sword which ranks among the most powerful weapons in the galaxy and will surely make the Angel of Death difficulty mode much more manageable. We head down to another planet for a mission, and I cannot wait to use this sword to slaughter the enemy in absolute droves. Man, how disappointing. Hopefully if we survive this mission, we can get back to the ship and convince science fiction Gimli that the Space Pope is peddling in fake power swords. Unfortunately for us, however, the Zerg Ultralisk from before shows up and is really mad about the virus joke from earlier. We convince him to calm down by pressing E, and finally return to the ship to tell Captain Bold Ginger Space Sean Connery all about the Space Pope side hustle of forging fake power swords to purchase the silence of Ultramarine boys. He gives us a little golden stick for some reason, which isn't a real power sword, and stares blankly into the distance off screen as the camera fades to black. We've successfully saved the Imperium of Man from the Space Pope's counterfeiting scam operation and head to his private chambers to gloat. Hopefully he's not too mad and we can still get some special us time. On the way we realize that our love was never conditional. The passion between Ultramarine Boy and Space Pope should not be dependent on a weapon capable of slaying a Chaos Demon in a single swing. However, as we arrive, just about every Ultramarine Boy in the chapter is already down on their knees. We realize our relationship wasn't exclusive. A video game has never hurt me this much. We head back down to the planet below to die in glorious battle, for in the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war, fake power swords, and broken Ultramarine Boy hearts. This is so sad. Thank you channel patrons and channel members for all your support. If you enjoy my content and want to support the channel beyond a like and a subscribe, check the links in the description, consider the join button below, and follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/voiddude, or right here on YouTube for live streams. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you around the verse. Cheers.